Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get away with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather keep you distant, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code, Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
All right. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK, started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. You understand? And we're here to teach the truth to our people, the truth that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You understand? Blacks and Hispanics are the 12 tribes. Blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives. That's what we teach inside the ISUPK. And we've been teaching that since 1969, man. You understand? We've been teaching that truth since then. And we teach the truth that the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about that same thing that we talk about every night, man. The truth according to the Bible, man. You know what I mean? But before we get into it, I got the Akim in here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Officer Zarmab, Trooper Marad, Trooper Kunatazadak. All of them in the building with us, man. Definitely give y'all brothers a hand, man. Being in the building. Man, all right. Good to see the heavy hitters in here with us, man. You know what I'm saying? Here to fight this demon one more time, man. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right, man. So look, we're gonna start off like this. Shalom, Israel. This is I'm gonna say Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Lathar by Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. I'm also fit to not the shot here to teach the brotherhood class, man. You know what I mean? We teach the brotherhood class every Tuesday. If you're watching online, make sure you drop your name in the chat so we can see you, man. You know what I mean? Put your name in the chat so we can see who you are, man. You know what I mean? Most High Christ Officer Thamayam in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Give that brother a hand, man. Good to see that brother as always, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, man. Yeah, man. Just like I said, if you're watching online, make sure you put your name in the chat where you're from so we can see you. We can reach out to you, connect with you, Salaki. You know what I'm saying? With that, let's go and get into it, man. So, the nice topic I got written up, man. We're going to talk about controlling your emotions, man. This is the brotherhood class. And to be brothers with one another, we got to learn how to control our emotions, man. You know what I mean? If you're going to be a brother, you're going to be a sister, you're going to be anything to your people of Israel, you need to learn how to control your emotions. And oftentimes that'll look like you shutting your mouth. You understand? Especially our sisters have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, me saying, hey, sisters need to learn how to shut their mouth, I'm sure 95% of the sisters are looking at me right now sideways. You know what I'm saying? Because I said we got to learn how to shut our mouth. But we all got to learn how to do that. We all need to learn when to speak and when not to speak. When to talk and when not to talk. When to be angry and when not to be angry. If we be honest with ourselves, man, we all have that problem, man. We all have that problem. When should we exercise our anger? When should we exercise our thoughts? When should we exercise our you feel me, our righteous judgment and whatnot, our righteous anger and whatnot. So that's what we're gonna get into tonight, man. But before we get started, are there any questions? With y'all, y'all got any questions, man? Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to bring up? Anything y'all want to know more about?
Live, sir.
Live, sir.
I swear. We got a whole bunch of brothers on here that know the Bible. That's what we got, some Bible experts. No sweat. I like having Bible experts around me. You know what I'm saying? I like that. We'll have to get into this topic, man. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all know about this Bible, man. You know what I mean? Hey, and also, if there's any questions online, type them in the chat, man. We got the chat pulled up. We see y'all. If you could, get Deuteronomy chapter 28, starting in verse 53. All right? We'll talk about controlling our emotions. And the first place we start with this is inside the law, man. We're going to look at the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28. We're going to learn what are these curses, man, and what are these, you feel me? What are these things that we already have a propensity to because we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments? Your Christian church has told us and put us in a terrible situation that we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that we don't look out, we don't do what the Lord has told us to do, man. You know what I'm saying? But what we got to do is start watching for these things and making sure we be careful with these things. All right, you hear me? All right, who got that Deuteronomy chapter 28?
Come on, sir.
Hey, Shalom, Sister Faith, Shalom, Stephanie, good to see y'all, man. Y'all was smaller thought about Shimmy House. All right, you got that too, Marah?
Come on, I was trying to select it, sir. I was trying to see what verse.
Select Deuteronomy 28, verse 53.
Come on, sir.
Pull you up here so you can go see. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 53. Mm-hmm. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body.
The Bible says that thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, man. Now, what the topic we talking about is controlling your emotions, right? But the Bible right here says that thou shalt eat the fruits of thine own body. What does that mean, that you're going to eat the fruit of thy own body? Thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. Remember the context. Go ahead, True Marad. You got your hand. Also, like I thought you had your hand.
Yeah, come on, sir.
Go ahead.
Would that be saying that basically you're gonna fall from the decisions that you make? You're gonna reap the decisions that you make. That's what I kind of get out of it, sir.
You close to it. You close to it. Let's keep reading and let's see what if it give it to us a little bit more. Thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body. Keep going.
Come on. The flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God have given thee in the siege and in the straightness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee.
Right. So it says, thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord God have given thee. So what does that mean? So what are we talking about? If you're going to eat the flesh of your sons and daughters, what does that mean?
It's a lucky, sir. I may.
Go ahead.
Salaka, is that Salaka? What I get from that is kind of literal. Is it saying like wolves and wolves slaves coming here, sir? Is this part of the curses? Will was eating our own flesh because they starved us out?
I would say it's not literal in this context, right? I would say in this context, you're gonna say like, before I give it to you, Trooper Kunai, you want to give it a shot?
Let me read it one more time. And verse 53, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, and the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord hath given thee, and the sage and straightness
But
wherewith.
before you get to the end of the seed, before you get on even down there, just what does it mean that we're gonna eat the flesh of our own body?
So I'm gonna give like an example. So I'm gonna say what your father have did in his past life, that your sons and daughters are probably gonna do what I want to say is it either they could do a better decision, like different route, because like what you did, your sons and daughters might go do. It probably worse. That's what I'm thinking. I'm getting out of it.
No, I can't give you that. I can't give you that.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm just talking about, he got his hand raised. Let me give his brother a chance. We're gonna give him a shot here. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna then I'm gonna just give it to you for time's sake. Go ahead, Officer Sarmal.
All right, so Lakia, you gonna eat the fruit of thy own body and the flesh of thyself. Is that kind of saying like you gonna consume yourself, or you gonna put yourself down, like in a way, not all the way knowing what it's saying, but kind of like you really, I guess whatever you going through, you know, or whatever the enemy have you going through, whatever you gonna kind of break yourself, like, you know.
Right. I hear what you're saying. Let me put it to you like this. Lila, go back in there. Don't let me have to say it again, sweetie. So let me put it to you like this. When you're consuming the flesh of your own child, think about it like this. You ever seen how you see folks smoking weed, right? You see folks smoking weed and they got their kids in the car with them, right? Or like the sister might go to the club and she leave a child in the car, right? She leaving a child in the car because she's consuming her own flesh. She's consuming her flesh because these children are the fruit of her flesh. You understand? These children are the fruit of that flesh. These are the fruit of what she has done. And she's consuming it because she's destroying it. When you consume something, you taking it away, you eating it, right? So what these people are doing is just like that. When you smoking weed in front of your child, you giving your child some strong before it's time for them to have it. Your child's 6 years old, and you in here giving them strong, right? You understand? That's how you consuming the flesh of your sons and your daughters, right? Which the Lord had given thee. Keep reading, True Morale. It's going to make some more sense here shortly. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like a brother, your brother is, now he says that he's tender and he's delicate. His eyes going to be evil towards him because this brother, instead of him looking at you like you my brother, True Morale, like for instance, I look at you, you my brother, right? I look at you like my brother. I'm not going to have an evil eye towards you because you're my brother. However, because people are tender and delicate, they're going to look at this brother and be like, oh, man, let me see what I can get out of this brother. I'm going to see what I can do to take advantage of this brother. What can I do to get on this brother's, you know what I'm saying, to get a bag off this brother? Can I get a lick off this brother? You know what I'm saying? Or tie you down for anything. Go ahead, True Morale.
One concert, if I may. I also see black on black crime with that, what they call it, black on black crime, you know. So we always, you know, how we do each other every day, all day.
Damn right. So. And I don't like the term black on black crime, but I understand what you're saying, right? I would say so-called black on black crime, right? Because that's what the oppressor does. He tries to say it's black on black crime, but it's just crime that you have in any type of society, crime that you have in any type of nationality. It's just crime that happens. You understand? Right. But to your point, 100%, we got that so-called black on black crime because we have a tender eye, because we're going to consume the flesh of our people, man. You're going to consume the fruit of your people, man. You got a tender eye, you're very delicate because we don't know how to control our emotions, man. You know what I'm saying? This brother's tender and delicate because he doesn't know how to control his emotions. You know what I'm saying? Man, you look at so-called black Hispanics and Native, you can tell that we got a whole different spirit on us. And a part of that is that we are I don't want to say emotional, but you know what I'm saying? We're very passionate. I say it like that. We're very passionate in what we do, right? We're real aggressive in what we do. So you might see that these brothers got some strong emotions, but we got to control that because what happens is you'll be very tender and delicate. and you'll start offending your brother. You'll start looking at another black man, another son and daughter. Then you start looking at them real evil. No different than what you see happening with the fathers today. You got fathers that lead their children, mothers that lead their children, and now they're consuming the flesh of their children because they don't have no love for them. They don't have no concern for them. They don't have no brotherhood for them. You understand?
Right.
Let's keep reading on that.
Come on. And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Right. They say toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Right. We just talked about that. Keep going.
Verse 55. So that he would not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat.
Right. So he says he's not going to give his children anything. He's going to see his children out here needing things, starving, wanting something, right? Needing clothes, needing food, needing shelter, needing all kinds of things for life. But because of his selfishness, because his baby mama made him upset, because whatever he got going on in his side of his life, he's not going to do for his child, no matter what, to do what he needs to do for his child. You understand?
Right.
Hey, Salaki. Hey, if y'all hear a lot of noise, let me know, man. I'm Salaki for that. I got my kids in here, man. But yeah, that's what it is, right? So he says that he's going to his children, which he shall leave. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 55. So that he would not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat.
Yep.
Because he have nothing left him in the siege.
Yep.
In the siege.
Because he had nothing left him in the siege, right? Now you look at that, you might look at that, and you got to look at that in like the sense that this is America, right? And they've taken so much from us inside this empire. They've taken so much from our people inside this empire that we don't even know which way is up, which way is left, which way is right. We have nothing left. So you say you can't get nothing to your children. And you would be right because you've been destroyed by this empire, man. We've been utterly destroyed and decimated by this empire. And we have nothing that we can give to our people, man. But yet and still, you still got to give something to them. You still got to give your child some righteous leadership to look up to. Because we didn't have that growing up, right? Some of us didn't have fathers growing up to look up to. But now that you're a father, you got to do that for your son. You got to be that man for your son that your father couldn't be, right? And stand up and do that for him. Hey, go ahead, Trumara. I see you got your hand up.
Salaki, sir. I'm Salaki, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that's so heavy, man, because like we speaking on the curses, and if this ain't us, the father leave his child,
right?
You know what I'm saying? If this ain't us, like who is it? Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like, cause we the ones that growing up in the household with no father, man.
Right.
We the ones growing up like that. Salaki, sir.
Right, no sweat, Ward. Now, 100%, man. What you said, 100% correct, man. We the ones that don't have the fathers that we need, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you got white people that leave their family as well, but it's nowhere near how impactful it is on us, man. You see the impact on us. You see how it affects us, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you see you have heathens that leave their family as well, but it's different when it comes to us, man. It's not the same, man, because we are breaking the laws when we do that. We are continuing the curses and continuing the demons that we have on us and putting them on our children by doing that. You understand? Go ahead, true Officer Talma. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir, and we don't understand the effect that has on a child. Like one thing, like with me, growing up and you seeing your father buying another child that ain't even his.
Right.
Whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? You sitting at the house like confused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Hold on now.
Right.
Why he getting there? I ain't getting nothing. What did I do? So
right.
Hey, this topic right here and these scriptures right here just they real heavy.
Damn right.
Real heavy.
Right.
Damn right. 100%, bro. Cause that's what it is, man. Like our fathers, man, and the thing about it too, right? Like as we get older, we still got to find a way to be the men that we're supposed to be, right? Even though our fathers may not have been everything that they could have been for us in our mindset and from our perspective. But we don't know the full story, right? So we got to still stand up and be the men that we got to be. We got to stand up and be what we supposed to be, what the Lord had for us to be, man. That's all I got to say on that. All right. Let's see. We got some comments over here. Let's talk about it's like Stephanie talking about. Yeah, okay, no sweat. All right. Keep going, man. Let's keep going on this.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 55 in the middle. Wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates.
Damn right. Now that goes back to what you saying too, Marah, right? Like we talk about how this is definitely written for us because our fathers leave us and then our enemies continue to leave us in distress. Now the oppressors, the heathens leave their families, but nobody is putting them in additional distress. But you, black man, when we have our problems, the oppressor continues to put us in distress, man. He continues to put us in problems. He continues to put problems on us, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard Officer Nakashawan talk about crabs in a barrel, right? He was saying that crabs in a barrel, they mad at each other, right? But they should be mad at who put them in the barrel. And I was thinking about that shit heavy because that's what we do inside our own communities, man. Inside our own communities, what we do is we say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm mad because this brother out here selling drugs. I'm mad because there's a whole bunch of shooting. I'm mad because, you know what I'm saying, these young men, these out up here late at night doing all the kind of stuff. But instead of me being mad at him, which is the crab in the barrel, I should be mad at who put the crab in the barrel. Who put these drugs in my community? Who put this gang violence on my people, man? Who put this LGBTQ stuff on us, man? Who did this to us, man? Nobody did this except for the oppressor. And that's why we have to be angry at the oppressor. You understand? Because the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. He the one that put all this on us, man. He the one that put this stuff on our people, man. And it's got to be on us to change it. And it's got to be on us to say, you know what? I'm not going to sell my brother drugs. I'm not going to unalive my brother. You understand? I'm going to control my emotions. And I'm going to show brotherhood. I'm going to show sisterhood, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got to do it, man. Because even though our fathers left us, even though our mothers left us, even though we had hell growing up, even though we already had that hell, it was continued. It was continued in distress because of this oppressor. It wasn't good enough that my father left. He couldn't just leave and be alone and just let that be that. He had to leave and we had to have drugs be left behind. He had to leave and we had to have homosexuality be left behind with my mother. You understand? Right. He had to leave and we had to have all these other things added on to us. But we got to fix that. It's on us to fix that. It's on the men inside the ISUPK to fix that. Commander General Yohana, General Muhammad, General Mayaka Allah, all the brothers on down. We got to fix this. You understand?
Right.
Let's go to verse 56.
Come on, verse 56. The tender and delicate women among you.
Hey, they thought we weren't going to talk. Hey, True Marah, they thought we weren't going to talk about the sisters. They thought it was going to be about the brothers. They in here too, though.
The tender and delicate women among you, which would not adventure to set the soles of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
Wait, all right. So listen. What he's talking about right now, he said the tender and delicate woman, right? Now, if you look at the past, right? I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna set it up real quick. Now, you look in the past. This is what women say today. Women in the past are different. Women in the past were different than the women today, because the women in the past were delicate. The women in the past were tender. They wouldn't set their foot upon the ground because of how delicate and how tender they were and how feminine they were. You understand? That's how feminine these sisters was back in the day. You understand? They were tender and delicate. You understand? It's something nice to be held. You know what I mean? Something so nice to hold. You might want 3 or 4 of them. You might want 5 or 6 of them. You understand? Because that's how tender and delicate they were. But he said that the tender and delicate woman. Keep reading, boy. Keep reading.
Come on. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
What? Say it again.
Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Says her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, man. You know what I'm saying? And ain't that what's happening right now? Ain't that what's happening in the earth right now? These sisters are supposed to be tender and delicate. They supposed to be feminine, right? Ain't nothing wrong with a woman being feminine. Ain't nothing wrong with a sister being feminine. But because of the curses that's upon us, her eyes are evil toward the husband of her bosom. And no longer is she going to be tender and delicate. So, like, don't let me get ahead of myself. Keep reading.
And toward her son.
Mm-hmm.
And toward her daughter.
Right. Now, so we said the eyes shall be evil toward your husband, right? Now, you talking about a brother got to have, what, $500,000 to date you now? He can't take you to Applebee's no more. He got to take you to, he can't take you to, what's the name of that spot, man? The Cheesecake Factory. He can't take you to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got to take you to Ruth Chris or something like that. He got to take you to some of these $high restaurants, man, just on the first date. I don't even know who you is. I'm supposed to be taking you to Ruth Chris. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You supposed to be doing this, and you want me to take you here because this is what you think you deserve. Look, sis, your eyes evil towards me, man. Look, man. If a brother, look, I don't know if y'all know this. The average salary for a black man in America is like $40,000. $40,000 is the average salary. Now, on $40,000, this woman is looking at you like, oh man, that ain't enough. Even though that's the average, that's the average. You understand? Some might make a little more, some might make a little less, but that's average. Now, how is this average woman gonna look at an average man and say, "Hey, man, that real Chris you trying to that steak and shake Salakia, what is it? Cheesecake Factory, Salakia, ain't good enough." You understand? It ain't good enough. I need you to drop $200-300 on me tonight for the first date. Do you understand how evil that is to tell a brother? You understand how evil that is, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's evil as hell, brother, to say something like that just because you watch TV. Just because you see what all these oppressors are doing. Do you not understand these oppressors are living in their heaven? These oppressors are living in their heaven. They can go to Ruth Chris on a Tuesday afternoon. They can do all of that because this is their heaven. This is our hell. And we're doing the best we can. We're going to serve the Lord and do the best we can with it. You understand? So that's why we got to keep going with this. Hey, Salaki, Trooper Kunal, you had your hand up, Salaki.
La, sir. You too wild.
Yeah, no sweat. But yeah, that's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? You can't have an evil eye toward the husband of your bosom. You can't have an evil eye towards your son, man. Even though you do have an evil eye towards your son and daughter. Because you in competition with your daughter. You in competition with your daughter, man, trying to get a man. That's evil to do that, man. That's some hell to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I was watching what that show was on, I was watching the other day. Raising Canaan. Had a sister was trying to sleep with her daughter boyfriend, man. That's evil hell, man. And that's not the only. That just don't happen on TV. You know what I'm saying? That happened in real life. You understand? That's real. So, but that's evil to have that eye towards your daughter. Evil to have that eye towards your son, man. To tell your son's father that you don't want him in your son's life. You don't need him in this life. That's evil as hell, man. Because not only is that evil to the man, that's evil to the son who needs a father in his life. You understand?
Right.
All right. So like y'all got something to add, man. Raise your hand. Go and say it, all right? Go ahead.
So like if I may. Now what you bringing out right now, it made me think about like in the morning time I be hearing I like to listen to like the radio station in the morning and the radio talk station or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's saying like every time they come on in the morning and they have this woman speaking, you know, she's the top counselor for relationships.
Right.
Man, and every time she speak, it just make me sick in my bone because stuff she say is like she always telling people first thing she'll say is leave that man alone. Right. And then she also promote being a whore. Right. You know, Salakia. She promote that, like she'll tell them like you can go do this with another man. You know how they do all the radio stations. And I'm like, man, so this scripture, what you saying, like the eye shall be evil toward the husband, is like it's then took over. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point like now when I get up in the morning, I don't even want to. Like man, I will look. I like to watching the radio, hearing the radio station, but now it's like man, you can cut it off.
Right, 100%. Nah, damn right, bro. Damn right. Cause that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because oftentimes the relationship people, man, like, I don't know where this has come from. I don't know where it come from. I'm coming to you right now, Triple Cool. Now, I'm coming to you right now. I don't know where all these relationship videos and relationship advice people come from.
Right.
But, you know, it's been in the earth since the beginning of time. They was in the magazines. They was in all the magazines on how to keep a man, or how to keep your man, how to keep your husband. But it's crazy. But now it's not just on the shelf at the grocery store. It's in your face. It's in your ears. It's on the radio. It's on Facebook. It's everywhere.
Right.
And everybody's an expert in marriage. Everybody's an expert in a relationship. But then you ask them, how many boyfriends you got? You an expert in relationships. How many boyfriends you had? How many broken relationships you got? Because if you're an expert, you ain't showing me that you're an expert, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Harvey. He ain't no different. He the same thing, man. Talking about he an expert in relationships. Brother been married 3 times, man. Look like you messed up twice. Like, it look like you messed up at least twice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, man, these relationship people, man, they kill me with this because you want to be an expert. But you ain't no real expert, man. Triple Kunata, you had your hand up. So like,
it's like, so if I may, sir, what the brother said so heavy, because you got these women out here trying to teach and stuff, you know, how to do this and that. But, you know, and I want to say this verse goes with it, because, you know, sometimes a woman need to learn in silence. You know, they come on 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. You know, with all subjection, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, I see when he said that, I said, this sound about right. They go with that right there.
Man, pull that precept, man. Read that precept so we can hear it. So we can hear it, man. You know what I'm
saying? This is the 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman.
Let me get over there. Let me get over there with you real quick. 1 second. Salaki. I won't get over there with you. You said 1 Timothy what?
1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 11.
All right, go ahead.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
Right, that's right. That's right.
You want me to continue, sir?
You two are. That's good enough for me right there, because that's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And again, this ain't the night to bash on women. You know what I'm saying? I know brothers out us like it. The world says that the ISUPK hates women, but in actuality, we love our sisters. We love our women. You understand?
Right.
But our love, just like the love of the Father, comes with correction. You understand? And we got to correct our sisters, because just like our brothers need correction, we got to correct them.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, Timmy. You going to say something?
Lie, sir.
But that's what our love comes with, man. It comes with that correction. And sometimes, sisters, you got to be silent. Sometimes you got to learn just to shut your mouth. You understand? Because right now ain't the time for you to talk. It ain't always time to talk. You understand? We all got to learn how to be quiet. You understand? But that's what damn right, Triple Kunata, Doc. The Bible said, let the women learn in silence. That's why I was saying this relationship advice, they need to get out of that. Because you killing the sisters right now. You know what I'm saying? You listen to one woman, she talking about, don't take me to the Cheesecake Factory. You listen to another woman, she talking about, you let your man just do whatever he want to do. You understand?
Right.
You don't know what to do. There's so much information out here, you don't know what to do with it. All right? Last verse on this, and then we're going to drop this. Verse 57. Let's read that to me, Ron, then we're going to drop this.
Come on, sir. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 57.
Mm-hmm.
And toward her young one that comes out from between her feet.
What that mean? What does that mean to come out between her feet? Anybody? Whoever. It don't matter. Whoever. Like you got it.
So like, sir, if I may, what I get from there, I think it's saying that she had birth, the child that she birthed.
100%. That's 100% correct. You were right. Damn right. Get that brother hand. That's what I'm going to talk about. I want to make sure y'all understand what they're saying between her feet. Keep going.
And to her children, which she shall bear.
Right.
For she shall eat them for wants of all things secretly, and in the siege of straightness.
That's Salakia. Salaki, y'all. Salaki to our 3 listeners. You know what I'm saying? Salaki to y'all. You know what I mean? I apologize. You know, that's what raising kids is all about, man. We love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, man, it's just like we just talked about, right? Even I love my children, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna correct them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you gotta
Right.
do. Man. If you don't love somebody, man, if you don't say you love somebody, you're gonna take on a wife. You're gonna take on a, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take on a job. You gotta do it right. You gotta correct it. If there's something wrong with it, you gotta fix it. Don't just stand there and see something wrong and you don't say nothing about it.
Right.
Right.
You gotta correct that. Man. All right. All right. I think we beat that. Go ahead.
Like if I may, you know, when it comes to these scriptures, you know, this correction is, you know, like I said, is out of love.
Yeah, right.
It ain't for we ain't correcting you for followers.
Right.
We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't correcting you for subscribers or, you know, to make money and stuff like that. It's for your soul, you know, it's for the upbuilding of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? It's out of love. You know what I'm saying? Because we gotta raise our children up the right way. You know, sexy red is the mother to be right now.
No,
you
right.
know, all the little girls.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's the mother to be right now. All the little girls, that's how they want to be. You know what I'm saying? But, and you know, really, that's who really, you know, they really need some correction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but,
right.
You know, it's out of love when we correcting, man, and you know, it ain't nothing for no gain. You know, we're not gaining anything, like from that.
That's right. 100% right. 100%. All right, get up on the head. All right. And I will say this. I will say one caveat. Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. Your correction is to gain. It is for gain because it's gaining you. It's gaining a wife to be better. Just like if I can correct my Lord, just by when I come into the ISUPK, you understand? I got correction, and that was a gain for me, and that was a gain for my wife. That was a gain for my children. You understand? Because I improved. You understand? I improved. Yeah. But like to the brother's point, it's not something superficial. It's not like I'm just trying, like you said, I'm not doing it for followers. I'm not doing it for likes. I'm doing it so we can get better, so we can improve.
Right.
You understand? Right. Hey, it's like True I saw you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Oh, Salaki, sir, if I may, I just want to add on what Adawan was saying. Mm-hmm. Say, hey, like he's so right what he was saying because just like that love. Like I was telling my sons the other day, like I can love, like kisses and hugs is not love.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'll tell him like kisses and hugs is not love. Like if I love you, I guess what? If it take me to hold you from jumping off the bridge, that's what I'm gonna do.
That's right. Right.
Salaki. My screen is not Salaki.
Yeah, it kind of paused a little bit, but I hear you though. I can hear you.
Yeah, my screen messing up right now, but that's what I basically that's what the outer one just brought out. That was heavy, like because this is exactly what I was just speaking to my sons about. Salaki on the outer one.
Hey, no sweat, man. That's right. Love ain't just it ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? Even though you gotta give a kiss and hug, but that ain't all of it. Love is sometimes me taking it, sometimes me whooping that butt.
Right.
That love sometimes me showing my children is taking it better. I'm whooping that butt. Getting some switch, getting the switch. That's just love.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'll just say it real quick. I was like, if you don't whoop their butt, somebody else gonna correct them and whoop their butt, you know, but they might put a knee on their neck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Hey man, to your point, that's a part. Going back to the topic, that's how you learn to control your emotions, man. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions get regulated by your father, man. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions get regulated by that father and by the man inside your house. Hey, so like you, True Mariah, I see you down there. I'm trying to get you up in 1 second. Yeah, but your emotions get regulated by your father because your father is the one that's going to tell you no. He's going to tell you sit down and be quiet. He's going to tell you to stop. You're going to learn how to control your emotions because what Captain Zayek said the other night, he said you might want that cookie. Your child might want that cookie, and they're going to try to sneak to get it. But by you being there, by being a father, and by telling them no and saying be quiet, no, you can't have a cookie, they're going to have to learn how to control their emotions because they can't blow up at you. They can't get mad and cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You breaking up real bad on my end. I don't know if you're on the live screen or not, but it's breaking real bad.
We're breaking up for y'all too. To some of them,
I think it's just Salaka Troop Monroe.
It's
He's
my
just
turn.
on your end.
Oh, it is.
Okay, so like for the other one.
Hey, Troop Monroe, see if you could. If it doesn't clear up, try backing out and coming back in.
Con, sir. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, no sweat. But yeah, man, that's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? We are controlling your emotions, learning how to regulate your emotions, learning how to, you feel me? Hold on one second. Boom. Yeah, that's what it's about, man. Learn how to control your emotions. But by you getting those whoopings, by you getting chastised, by you getting that correction, you learn how to control your emotions. And now you can live a better life. You understand how difficult it is to be emotional? Live your life based on emotions, man. Living your life based on how any input that comes to you, and you got to respond to that input. Man, you know how difficult that is, man? That's a tasking thing to do. That's a hard thing to do, man. Try to respond to everything that somebody got to say to you. Man, don't do that shit. Don't do that. It's a lot. Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Heavy. You're right.
All right, let's go and get the next scripture real quick. And I ain't mean to spend 45 minutes on that one. So lock you. It was just real heavy. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 10, starting in verse 3. Triple could not talk about if you could.
So like so you said 2 Corinthians chapter 10.
Yep, starting in verse 3.
Con, sir.
Make sure y'all like and sharing and subscribing, man. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. ICPK Alabama everywhere, man. You know what I mean? We finna drop that interview here real shortly, man. We had a fire interview with Captain 13,000 Gahan Thumb Yard, man. We're gonna drop that interview real short, man. Y'all better be on the lookout for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Fire interview, man. Y'all, he dropped a whole, in the words of Officer Gun, he dropped a lot of jewels in them things, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God. He had a lot of jewels he was dropping in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, man. All right, you got that triple kunat top to top?
Con, sir.
All right, go and read that.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Right. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. All right, keep going.
Con, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Right. It says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. You know what I'm saying? So even though we walk in the flesh, we don't war after the flesh. You understand? So even though you walking in this human body, you walking in this earthly body, your war ain't specifically with your brother, man. You understand? Your war ain't with the person in front of you. This war is a little bit deeper than that. This war is a little bit deeper than that, man. You understand?
That's right.
Just that little. It's not that simple, man. It's a little bit more difficult. Keep going.
Con. But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
We got to pull down these strongholds, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to pull down these strongholds that we have, man. There's a lot of strongholds in our minds, man. There's a lot of strongholds in our hearts, as the Bible says, man. It's a lot of strongholds in there, man. You know what I mean? This brother step on my J's, I gotta unalive this brother. You understand?
Right.
If brother do me wrong, I gotta get him back. You understand?
Right.
Those are strongholds you gotta pull down, man. You know what I mean? That's my man. He can't have another wife. You understand? That's a stronghold we gotta pull down, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pull these strongholds down, brother. Because these are things that prevent us from being brother, prevent us from being sister, prevent us from doing what the Most High would have us to do, man. These strongholds we got to pull down. Keep going.
Con. Casting down imaginations.
Casting down the imagination. The imagination that this brother looking at me, man. Something wrong. What this brother looking at me like this for, man? He eyeing me like this, man. Why this man looking at me like that? We got to cast down that imagination, man. Cast down this imagination that this brother, this sister got on the same shoes as me, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. We got to pull that down. Go ahead, Triple now.
So what you saying so heavy, because people in this world, they always make an assumption like, oh, that person don't like me. You know, why they keep on looking at me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So what this scripture saying so heavy because I'm like, I had to go through this today.
Right.
And I'm like, what
Come on,
if I don't know what to
Right.
say. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
100%.
But yeah, that was heavy right there, sir.
No, 100%, man. That's what it's about, man. We got to cast down these imaginations, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to cast these things down because at the end of the day, the majority of the issues we have with our people, and then, you know, of course, again, we're dealing with people, so you're gonna have those little pocket tyrants in the word of General Muhammad. The majority of the time, we bring a lot of these problems with us when we come into a relationship with somebody. When I come talk to my partner, I come to deal with my brothers. I have a lot of problems that I got to fix. You know what I'm saying? I got problems that I got to fix, that I got to deal with. I got insecurities that I got to deal with if I'm gonna deal with my brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if before we even talk about getting into a relationship with a woman, just being with my brothers, I got insecurities I got to fix. I got problems I got to fix. But if I don't fix those, I can't be a brother. I can't be a sister. You understand? We got to deal with this right here. You understand? Well, again, another jewel, Captain 13,000 Kahan Yard said. He says, what he says, your mental health, your spiritual health determines your mental health, right? And your mental health kind of is linked to your spiritual health. If you are not good up here mentally, your spirit gonna be off, man. You understand?
Right.
If your mental ain't right, if your mental ain't on point, man, you're gonna have problems dealing with other people. So you got to come to the ISUPK and get counsel and learn how to deal with your people. Learn how to deal with your individual issues, man. You understand? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to deal with your people the way you need to deal with them. Because I'm going to tell you like this, like, if you don't know it, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives are destroyed in America. And we all have problems.
Right.
All of us have problems. So you got to have a little bit of grace when you deal with us. You got to have a little forgiveness when you deal with your brother. You got to have a little bit, I ain't no sweat, man. Do your thing, man. You got to have a little bit of that. You got to have a little bit of that. It's all good. I ain't tripping, man. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a little bit of that in order to deal with your people.
Right.
If you don't have that, you ain't going to be able to deal with your people like you're supposed to, man.
Right.
All right? So, like, keep reading on that, Warrior.
Con, sir. And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Right. Keep going.
And bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
Right. It says, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. That's what we're talking about right now. All the thoughts that we have in our head, man. All these thoughts should be in obedience to Christ. If your mind, the thing that you're thinking about, if it's not in obedience to Christ, you need to rethink it. You understand? You need to rethink that. Maybe you shouldn't be thinking that way. Maybe you should be maybe you should try to think about it differently. Maybe it's not what you think it is. Go ahead, True Mariah.
So like I said, if I may, it made me think about the other day when I was at, this store. I was at the pawn shop. You know what I'm saying? I was at the pawn shop, and I with I had my children with me. I had my boys with me. I had everybody with me, right?
Right.
I'm in the store, it's like, and it's like a couple of brothers was looking at me crazy. I'm like, man, them thoughts come to your head, like, man, what you looking at? Like, why you keep looking? Why you staring so hard, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You stared at me, and and then I had to come to that. I had to think about it, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Them thoughts come, like, them thoughts will come. Like, they come all the time out of one. They come all the time.
100%. 100%. No, that's something. No, man. Hey, bro, get that brother a hand, man. Hey, man, that's a real thing, bro. It's like those thoughts are gonna always come to us, man. You know what I mean? But we gotta bring those into subjection. We gotta find a way to keep fighting and bring those thoughts into obedience to Christ. Now, don't get it twisted. Sometimes you might, what the Bible says, you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove.
Right.
So you got to protect yourself. You got to make sure you are not putting yourself in any kind of situation.
Right.
You're not coming out here and you're not trying to do that to them. Right. You're not coming out here and you're not trying to be unbrotherly to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Brother, you can still be a brother, but at the same time, so like you can be careful, you can be wise, but you don't want to be unbrotherly. That's all I'm saying on that. But I don't think you was unbrotherly.
Right.
It's like true. Officer talking about, you finna say something?
No. I'm gonna say, Salaki. I'm gonna say, he was probably thinking the same thing he was thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He probably looking at you the same way.
Right.
Like opposite, not the shot, like not the shot. Just dropped that heavy Jude right there. So you just gotta be the one to deal with it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
More like
Come on, sir. Shalak, if I may.
Go ahead.
Shalak, if I may.
Go ahead.
Like what he was saying, like it could have went another way because we know how you can get the iron a brother down. You be like, look, I ain't finna turn you ain't gonna turn, I ain't gonna turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we both looking at each other, staring each other down, like we both looking at each other like, nigga, something wrong with you, something wrong with me.
Right.
And I had to come think about it, I said, no, you know what, I ain't let me leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, casting down them thoughts. Like I know this brother. Like I don't know this brother, but I know he a brother, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against it, bro. I don't know this brother like that, but I ain't got no hate against you, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Salaki.
Right. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
look at, but sometimes just being honest. Sometimes it might make you feel, you know what I'm saying, like you're a little weak or something. You know what I'm saying, like because you
God.
But you know what I'm saying, but you can't look at it like that, like I don't know what I'm saying. You being brotherly, you know what I'm saying. You know you ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying. So at the same time, you gotta hey, I'm gonna just be brotherly, like the Most High won't.
That's
so
right.
I can, de-escalate this staring contest.
Come on, sir. Come on.
Hey, that's exactly what I was just about to say, man. Y'all brothers on point tonight, man. I was just about to say you gotta that de-escalation, right? You gotta learn how to de-escalate, man. Everybody know how to escalate. I can escalate this situation, no problem, right? We can take it go there. There ain't no sweat. You understand? Right. But how can I de-escalate? How can I say, you know what, I'm gonna be a brother. I'm gonna take the wrong this time. I'm gonna take the wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do what the right. I'm gonna do the right. I'm gonna do the brotherly thing. And I'm gonna be one West. That's how you be one West. Right. Now we ain't no punks, right?
Right.
There ain't no punks. You see how we get down. We don't have no problems doing whatever we got to do. But at the same time, we brothers to our people. We sisters to our people. We learn how to, you know what? I'm gonna take the wrong this time. I'm gonna take the low seat, and I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you be a brother. I'm gonna be a brother and let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And with that, that's how the Lord saw. I believe that's why the Lord looks on us and smiles on us. You know what I'm saying? He's happy with what we're doing by being brothers to each other. You understand? Hey, Kunal, go ahead.
Salagi said, if I may, what y'all said so heavy because some of us, we had to deal with our angers. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at what he said when him and that brother. You got to look at it from different perspectives as well. We can do it, but it's like, is it really worth it at the end of the day? Because I'm going to unalive you, and then I'm going to be going to jail or hell, however you want to put it. But you got to be like, man, you just had, sometimes I had to learn that you had to walk away from stuff because, the Most High using you, sometimes when stuff about to escalate, my heart started racing. And people say it's drilling, but from my perspective, I feel like the Most High telling me, hey, just go ahead and let stuff go, walk off, because it can really go there and somebody might get unalive. So I just say, in that predicament, best thing to do, just walk away, because it's not really worth it at the end of the day.
Hey, one thing I gotta get you right on Triple Kunai. You ain't gonna die and go to hell. You already in hell.
I know. That was ever saying. He said, how they be saying, but
yeah. Now you too. I don't want to make sure the folks that listening to us, man, they understand that we don't die and go to hell. We already living in hell. Heaven is right here on earth. You know what I'm saying? Right. But now, what the brother's saying is heavy, because you could definitely unalive somebody, or I could be unalive, and somebody might unalive me. And who gonna take care of the kids? Who gonna take care of my kids?
Right.
My people. You know what I'm saying? That's the heavy part of it, right? Every action has a reaction. Every consequence, everything that we do has a consequence. You understand? And it's always better to de-escalate it if you can, right? In that type of situation.
All
right. All right. All right, let's keep going on that. Verse 6.
We was so heavy. Hey.
Yeah. I understand.
Verse 6, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience
Right.
when your obedience is fulfilled.
Right. Having a readiness to avenge all disobedience. That's another reason right there, Truman. I like what we're talking about. Why we should de-escalate. Because we got to revenge that disobedience. Because in the past, I wouldn't have de-escalated. In the past, I would have been right there with you. However you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But now, I got to revenge that disobedience. I got to revenge that evil things that I used to do. Now I got to find a way to be extra right. You know what I'm saying? I got to be extra brotherly with what I do because I'm trying to revenge the stuff that I did in the past, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's drop that. I'm gonna get one more scripture. We're gonna clip it. Let's do Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 6. I might have lied to y'all, so we might get two more. But Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 6. We'll hit that one. Yeah, man. But you got to be careful because our mouth get us in trouble a lot of times, man. Our mouth get us in trouble real quick, man. You know what I mean? So we got to be careful with that. You know what I mean? We got to be real careful with that. You got it, y'all going to read it. Whoever got it going to read it.
Con, sir.
All right.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 6. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
The Bible says, suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. You understand? Your mouth can cause your flesh to sin. Keep going.
Con. Neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should...
Hold on. He said, neither say that before the angel that it was an error. Your mouth will get you in trouble. And don't think that an angel is not watching Trooper Mirage, watching Trooper Quinat Tazadot, watching Officer Zarmouth, watching Officer 50 not to shot. You understand? Don't get it twisted and think that an angel ain't watching you and listening to what you say.
Right.
Your mouth will get you in trouble. And then you ain't going to be able to say to the angel that it was an error. So, sir, I didn't mean to say that. So, I ain't mean to do that. I ain't mean to say that. You know what I'm saying? But that's right. Our mouth get us in trouble, man. And we start messing things up, right? And oftentimes, again, what Captain Zaryak said, he said that liquor, sometimes that strong, gets you in trouble. You understand?
Damn right.
Right.
Sometimes that strong gets you in trouble. You understand?
That right.
Now, so we got to be careful, right? Because that ain't gonna do nothing but loosen you up. And if your mouth, you don't have the strength to hold on, maybe that liquor ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that mouth to get you in trouble. Keep going.
Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice and destroy the work of thy hands?
Right. So now you're in the truth. You've been building up this truth. You're a trooper in the school. You were officer of 50 in the school. You were officer in the school, right? And you're doing all this work. But now your mouth then got you in a situation where the Lord is going to destroy all that work you did. All the fishing you did, all the classes you done taught, all the camp speakers you've done, all of the videos you done put up, everything you've done. You know what I'm saying? You mess around that mouth, get you in trouble, and the Lord gonna destroy all of that. It'll be for nothing. You understand? He will destroy that work, and you won't have the things that you wanted. You won't have the things that you got because of that work. You understand? And because of our mouth. So we got to be careful with our mouth, man. True Mariah, give Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 19. Another quick shot. We got to be careful with our mouth, man, because that mouth will get you in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? That mouth will get you in trouble, make you mess around, be going on triple dates around this thing, man. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. You got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. All right?
Salaka, sir.
All right, go ahead.
You just said Proverbs 18 and 19? Come, sir. This is the book of Proverbs 18 and 19, verse 19. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city.
Now, let's go back to your example that you put forth, right? Now, if you had offended that brother, right? You had took it to that point and you offended that brother. You can no longer fish that brother into the school. Or if I have an issue with a brother and I offended a brother, I can't fish that brother into the school. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult. I can't say I can't. It's gonna be difficult for me to fish him into school. Why? Because he's offended by me. I've offended that brother. I've offended a brother, and now he know I'm in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? If niggas see me not at work, nigga gonna know I'm in the UPK. Everything I got on is UPK. You understand?
Right.
Because so nigga gonna know I'm in the UPK, and he's gonna know that this nigga in the ISUPK is offended, and he's gonna be offended for what we doing. You understand? But it says a brother offended is harder to be won in a strong city. Keep going.
And their contentions are like the bars of a castle.
And again, bro, this scripture right here tells me that this is about black people. This is about so-called black, Hispanic, and Native. A brother get mad at you, man, that brother ain't never gonna stop being mad at you.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, so what I'm getting out of verse 19, it gonna be, like you said, it's gonna be very hard to convince that brother, hey, get in the truth, because we just had some words not too long ago. I can't trust you. You really like a snake. So how you gonna convince me to go in the truth?
Right.
When you out here doing this and that, you being a hypocrite. That's what I'm thinking, sir.
Right. All right. And realistically, it's about us, right? In this case, it's about us, because we trying to get that brother in here. He looking at us like a snake because we didn't offended him. We didn't turn on that brother. Now he's contentious towards me because of the thing that I've done against the brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now he's contentious because of what I've said and what I've done to him. You understand? Those contentions on that brother are going to be strong because of that offense that we've done. You understand? Keep going on that.
Come. Verse 20. A man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruits of his mouth.
Right.
And with the increase of his lips shall he be filled.
Right. It says a man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth. And with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. Right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Right. He said death and life are in the power of the tongue, man. You can speak death or you can speak life. That's in the mouth, right? That's in the power of your tongue. Keep going.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Right. If you love death, you're going to eat the fruit of that. If you love death, you love destroying people, tearing people down, you're going to eat the fruit of that.
Right.
You're going to eat the fruit of tearing people down. Just like what you said, Trooper Kuna. If a brother has been offended, I've offended this brother, and I love to tear people down, I love to destroy people, he going to look at me and like, oh, damn, this brother ain't no good, and I'm not going to be able to produce any fruit, positive fruit with that. The only fruit I can get from that is an offended brother. I'm going to get from that is a brother that's going to be contentious towards me, because I enjoy that. That's what I want, right? I enjoy the life and death, right? But if I speak life into that brother, I'll be positive with how I deal with this brother. I'll be positive. I'm going to get the positive fruit out of that. You understand? So I de-escalate. If I find a way if I got an issue with a brother, we about to go to blows, I got to find a way to de-escalate it. And I'll be able to enjoy the fruit of that. You understand? Even though in the moment that might make me look like a sucker. But I'm enjoying the fruit of that because I'm being a brother to this nigga. You understand? I'm being a brother to this brother. You understand? Hey, go Trumar, you got your hand up, Salaki.
A lot. Well, I just want to say, sir, it is on basically on topic, like, because they go back to controlling our emotions and controlling what we got to, them emotions to rile that up. Right. Salaki, sir.
Yeah, I'm right. No, 100%, man. That's what it's all about, is controlling those emotions, man. Control your emotions and learn how to speak life into your people. Don't speak death, man. Don't just tear your people down, man. Try to find ways to build your people up, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother reading the scripture well, get that brother, say, hey, man, congratulations. Right, that was a good job reading them scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good job at your camp speaking, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I can tell you like this. I know my camp speakings were not on point when I first started. You know what I'm saying? I know my camp speakings were terrible. But the brothers around me kept building the brother up, man. They kept speaking life into me. You understand? Right. They kept encouraging me. And because of that, I continue to do it. Now imagine if the brother had, man, this nigga can't read, right? This nigga can't talk. You know what I'm saying? They talking all kind of death to me. Well, I wouldn't do that. I would have been offended. I would have been that offended brother. I would have been contentious. And I probably would have, I might have left the school because of that.
Right.
You're not going to get me out the ISUPK. You understand? Nigga got to die before I leave here. You understand?
Damn right.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? We got to make sure we speaking that positivity to our people. Being positive with your brother, controlling your emotions and making sure that you are being a brother or being a sister to your people. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing else. So y'all got anything y'all want to add, man? Y'all to wild?
Come on, sir.
I'm too wild.
No sweat. Hey, man. Well, hey, with that, we're going to say shalom. Yeah, this is the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. You know what I mean? Bringing out this troop since 1969, man. You understand? With that, we're going to say shalom. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shah, Salakia. Let's stand and salute us out. Troop Mariah, salute us out, man.
Salute, sir.
Say men of Israel, I mod you.
Men of Israel, Amaju.
Which mean to stand.
Which mean to stand.
Yep. There you go. Say Majum Shabbat.
Maj Shabbat.
Yep. And going back to Amaju.
Amaju.
Yep. Barak.
Barak. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Bashem
Yahweh Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
That's Matal. Me hands down.
Shalom Patah.
That's Matal. Then we're gonna do a courteous salute to the sister. You know the salute to the sister, True Marah.
Khan, sir.
All right, then gonna just say you're gonna give one courteous salute to the sisters. Then you go
Gonna
Imagine, Shabbat, do the whole thing, all right?
Courteous salute to the sisters.
Yep. Say Imagine.
Amajim.
Yep. Then we're gonna go to Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Yep.
Amajim.
That's it.
Barak.
Yep.
Shamar Elatah Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, Salaki. It's Yahweh Shamar Elatah Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
Salaki. Yahweh. Shamar Elatah Bahashim Yahweh Shah.
I'm right. Yahweh Shamar.
Yahweh Shamar.
Yahweh Shah. Guys, Matal. And you say class dismissed.
Class dismissed.
Yeah, I'm right. Hey, man, y'all get that brother a hand, man. Get that brother a hand. Good job, brother. Hey, look, good job. Hey, look. Hey, I know this your first time, man. Salaki, I ain't mean to put you on the spot like that. Salaki, but good job, brother. You understand?
Oh, it's all right, sir. No sweat.
All right. We in this stream.